Alright, hello everyone. Nice to see some of you guys are here already. Gonna be starting out a little early today. I just figured since I'm ready, might as well pop on and maybe squeeze in a couple more battles. Hopefully everyone had a pretty good weekend. Gonna start with the T110E3 here, and I just figured might as well start with tank I kind of like here. And I just put on first piece of improved equipment. I was kind of holding off on spending anything, but I figured at E3 might as well do it. Hello CG though, and John, nice to see you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy my little, I don't know, I might end up shrinking it a little bit, but I made a custom, I had a little jar at the bottom here next to the mini map. I just want to make sure I actually get it in the spot that I want it to be. Move it a little bit. So yeah, hopefully you guys kind of like it. I just figured I'd, change it. It was getting a little bit, I thought it was boring. A little cup down there. But I might end up, shrinking a little bit. But I don't think it, takes up too much room there. Anyway, though, feel free to, pop any tank requests in like usual. Gonna be doing mainly viewer requests and just mixing in a few tanks here or there. Hello Victor, nice to see you. Oh great, so at least we got enough people in the south. I'm gonna head north. I guess turn I asked for. Yeah, hopefully I drank a little bit of coffee here, perked myself back up. I had a pretty long day today. A little bit busier than I thought it would be, but still grinding it out here. Where I'm just happy. Why? I don't know what's happening. It's like people are drunk driving here. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, you're... He has to be doing that purposefully. Please don't shoot me. I don't care if you're being annoying and like screwing people up, which honestly is... It's actually really bad because I really want to get up here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up there. We'll see. Already's focusing there. I'm gonna head over here. Just delaying your tanks, especially one like both the Badger and myself are not very fast. It's gonna hurt your team. Hello Carl, nice to see you. Oof, he just got nailed. They actually helped me a little bit, but fortunately they have an Object 268 version 4. Not exactly a tank I want to see. Really hoping that I can get a shot on him without exposing too much of my tank here. Ah, awesome. I'm actually going to load up an HE show. Never mind, good job Patton. He was most likely shooting heat, but I don't blame him. Alright, I'm gonna go for a little... never mind. I thought I might just be able to squeak a quick little HE shot off. Hello Graham, nice to see you. Alright, so our south did not fare too well. We didn't really lose many tanks in the south, honestly, but didn't exactly fare as good as I thought it would be. Gotta keep an eye on T57. Someone just said he's loaded, but also any other tanks popping out on my left because I am really not safe at all. There. Oof. Bad choice, M48. He's still alive, but yeah, not the best timing there. He would have been able to get through a little bit sooner. Go, nice little hit there. Thank you, Artie. My team's not doing very good, but right where me and this Patton are, we're doing pretty decent here. It's just I won't be able to hit here. Okay, the E5's moving in. He's got nailed by Artie. Fortunately, I don't know where we lost a lot of these tanks. It didn't seem like it was up here all that much. But right now our entire south is open. Awesome. Alright, we gotta push here. I don't want to necessarily push. I'm in a really good spot, but the enemy's not gonna push. I feel like gonna be really risky to pop over here, guys. Like, it's one thing if I do it, it's another thing if... Oh my god. It's another thing if I shoot over the T-62A like that. It's another thing if they roll around and get hit by this JPZ. That was terrible. That's what I get for third person shooting there. Alright. I thought my gun depression would have been a little bit better there. Yeah, a little bit ahead of myself. I was looking at specifically what was coming after the T-62A. Never want to do that. Learned my lesson there. Hopefully I can spot this TVP again. Alright, this TVP is going to garner a little bit of attention here. Unfortunately, I can't crest out further here. Can do that though. Your upper glacis isn't that good. Alright, at least we tied it up, but we should definitely worry about over here, to be honest. They're all set up to counter us right now, and we're going to lose our last arty here. If we can kill these two lights, then, you know, it's been... yeah, I still think that we should pull back, but they're still pushing out. I guess I'm going to help them. We have two tanks going back with a fair amount of HP. E50M's going back as well. I will roll the dice and stay up here to help. Unfortunately, that T-62A, me missing him, you know, it did unfortunately turn out pretty bad. He got at least 2 or 3 extra shots off. I was kind of hoping they'd spot that JPZ. My problem is if I pop out and this JPZ's in the same spot, he's gonna have a really good shot on me. Especially Artie. I'm gonna try to keep poking a little bit. Maybe I'll get lucky and this E3 will make a mistake and give me a shot here. Getting close. Oh, it's so close, but no, it's just, that's way too risky. This JPZ though, he forgot. Really wish I got a higher roll there, but definitely can't complain about 750. I need to... Of course it shot the dirt. Not too surprised. Come on. You can do it. Accuracy. Awesome. Not exactly in a prime position here against the E3 shooting down on me. Yeah. I need to honestly suck it up and get out of here and hope he does not hit me again. Nope, he's extending far. Need to get down in this little ditch. Makes it a little bit harder for him to... Little bit harder, but he still has APCR to where, yeah, Artie's gonna get me. So he's shooting down into my tank, and yeah. Oh well. Granted, it didn't help that he was shooting the APCR, but I knew that was a bad spot once I start getting hit by him, so I should have actually pulled back to get myself up higher. but I didn't expect them to keep pushing out as far as he did. Eh, well. See, let's add some tank requests on here. Got a Hellcat, not a Hellcant. I'm gonna jinx myself with that one. Alright. I hope they win this though. I definitely, I shouldn't have died like that. And that T62 egg, 2 little errors that honestly I ended up with 3 kills and almost 5k damage, almost 1,000 assists, but it might come back to bite us because it's encounter mode, but these guys are honestly, which hello Neural, nice to see you. They are really camping. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's effective for them with Artie, but you know, they're camping pretty darn hard collectively as a team. Ooh, be careful, 268. Ooh, Lord. Up. Oop. This bat spots them. They're in some trouble. Anyway, hopefully they win this. I'm gonna get into the next match. Hello, Randall and Brian. I'm glad you guys like the new little jar down there. I think it looks pretty cool. Alright, so first tank request up is the Hellcat. See how this goes here. Hey, little dog. I say Levi, he's a little whiny. We threw him in a bath about an hour and a half ago. He was not too pleased, but we kind of put it off for a while. This dog's so spoiled. Usually he gets a bath at most, or you know, at the longest, like 8 days in between. Been about 12. We've been slacking a little bit. He has a skin condition. But anyway, Hellcat here, not exactly my favorite map. I seem to always get it when I'm in like a tank with no armor. Hello Dana, nice to see you. Just my luck. But anyway, I'm going to try to get some shots early off. It would be very nice if someone could spot down there. I'm just going to ping. Our most likely tank to go there though, the Chaffee, is now he's loaded in. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to... Nah, he's not even moving yet. Okay, we do have a VK. I missed him. Try to take a shot here. Nope, he's not even going to try to spot either. Awesome, team. That's great. It's just... You can get some early shots across here. It's useful. Gonna eater on the edge of destruction here. Just seeing if for some reason I could get lucky, but I'm not gonna press my luck too much. It's getting hit. I would most likely guess by SU-85. I was gonna say E-25, but him sitting out there, I can't pass up these shots, especially if I can get one more. But there's this rock here now he's gonna use. If our Artie was on point though, he would have gotten smacked by our SPG. Alright, looking at where they're setting up, I think we're gonna be a little bit weak the south. Crap, I guess reset my aim. But the E2, he's getting shot by behind by the Sherman 3. Get a shot on this little bathtub back here. I'm actually going to go to the bridge. It doesn't really make sense for me to go south to brawl, so I'd rather get myself... There's only a Hellcat from what we can see on the bridge. And if this T-29 can push, we can take some shots that way. But I'm not going to be able to help too much in the south, aside from go down there, get a few shots, but they're still going to push to where we need to push somewhere. This T-29's running. Fantastic. Hello, Ferret. Again, I reminded you last stream, please use the tank request command if you want to request the tank I have. I'm not 100% already safe here by any means. I did get one shot on that Cromwell though, so I'm gonna actually pull back, help with this Tiger and gang. Unfortunately, we're down by 2. I find this side it's much harder to win than the other side for some reason. I haven't really dove too deep into like a map strategy, so just like the design of the map or what. Let's try to get some numbers on our side here. Why you gotta be so short? I don't even care if I'm shooting APCR at E25. Kind of neat. Alright, KV5, or KV1, not KV5. He's got me. He has HE'd me down. Unfortunately, I kind of knew he was back there, but I had to try to pop out, I thought, because I thought they were going to get him. But I probably should have just winged it, to be honest, with the KV1 sitting back there. But honestly, when I checked and didn't see him, I thought he kind of hid behind a rock and he was just going to hide. But, oh well. 1200 damage. But that little mistake was pretty big. I should have just kept myself alive. I could have helped with the PZ T25. If I was him, though, the T29's kind of making the right choice. Basically divide and conquer, where he should be able to take the C25 out, especially with a little help. But anyway, on to the next fight here. Have a grind. But for anyone who might be new to the stream, if you would like to request a tank, doesn't cost anything. As far as we do have stream currency here, you gain by mainly like viewing, and subs gain a little bit. Unfortunately, we lost Al Khaloof there. I'll put that on me. Subs gain the currency a little faster. It's like a 4x multiplier. The same with regulars. Pretty good amount of damage here, but unfortunately I made a few mistakes. We would have won that if I didn't make mistakes like that. All you have to do is type tank request and then press space and follow it by a tank name. If you don't know what tanks I have quite a few to pick from. If you look underneath the video in the panels, you'll see something called tank request list. You can click on it and it pops you over to my website, and there's a full list of tanks. Or even if you want to, you can type !random pick, or wait, no, not random pick, !random tank, and it will pick a random tank from my garage. Hello Jack, nice to see you. Thanks for tipping Levi. I'm glad you like my little tank down there. It's actually one of the, it's not the tier 1 subscription emoji, but it is actually one. Another one is the little rock one. Hello Bobo, nice to see you. Which, if you don't see it pop up above the mini-map, your tank, basically I have to manually type them into OBS just to, a little safeguard to prevent some trolling. But I'm gonna go to hell. I'm probably gonna regret this, but they have quite a few TDs and Artie, so oh lord, there's a T95 going to the hell. I don't mind pushing the T95. If we're gonna go, we might as well. Thank you very much for the bits, Labobo. It's gonna help once we get, oh lord, we are, that's gonna hurt the T49. we're not gonna make it up there fast, but at least we're gonna make it up there. Usually I don't do this, but yeah. What the hell? Oh, that poor tank in the back. I don't know if that's a stock one, or he's definitely not stock, no. I just knew if I went up here by myself, and yeah, I'd be up there with the Pershing right now. I would have just made it. I don't know if I would help that much, to be honest. There we go. That's much more effective. Really, I'm only helping him by about 2 to 3 kilometers an hour, but alright. We're up there far enough. Right, they overextended a little bit, so I'm hoping this T95 is... Well, A, I'm not going to fall off here like an idiot, but I'm hoping this T95 is kind of feeling what we should be doing here, but I guess I'm going to fall back though now. I thought that he was going to continue to push out, but he's not, which, you know, is fine. Shoot under the gun for him. At least though our arty can hit them. That is one good thing about where the enemy's at. Thing can be said about this, where the Pershing and I are at though. That's a stock ST1 there though. I'm going to use APCR here. I got 3 tanks plus a 430 waiting in the wings that my AP shells are literally not going to pen very well. Even my APCR might not pen well. They're gonna flank this T95 and it's all gonna come crashing down here. This is what I was kind of afraid of. I'll try to help, but no. This is... We're done. Dunzo. Oh well. It was a valiant effort, but unfortunately they had a lot on the hill, which is why I didn't want to push up there by myself. Unfortunately, though, we just weren't fast enough on the rest of the map, to where now it's just gonna, it's gonna get picked off. Oh well, I could have played a little bit better there. I should have just stayed with the T95, but we lost what little numbers we had when they were rounding the corner. Well, hopefully I can get more emotes here in the near future. You know, if I can get past the affiliate here. Very close, but yeah. Looking forward to where I can add some more emotes. Yeah, unfortunately we lost Mountain Pass too. That's a shame. Top 2 damage though. T90 or T29 did a really good job. It just wasn't enough. Honestly, I kind of hate myself for... Which, hello Sparky if you're watching, but I kind of hate myself for screwing that up. I'm just soloing tonight. Usually Sundays are my solo night, just because at this point in my work week, I'm kind of like, eh. So it helps me keep like a steady pace with the matches. Hello Jackie, nice to see you. Yeah, hopefully you guys like the little custom tip jar down there. I might end up, you know, just shrinking it a little bit, but I think it looks pretty nice. Thank you very much, Snitzel, for the follow. Yeah, it was a bit busy for this time of year. Probably did 120 people, give or take. There's just a lot of different things going on, but probably about like 60 of those people I did within a 30-minute span, I would say. Maybe like 40 minutes. All in the first, you know, 30-40 minutes of opening this morning. So it was awesome. It was all good though. Alright, so I'm actually gonna go See, we should go here, 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 and there. But I see a lot of people complaining about fjords, and I saw a few people kind of stating that this side can't push the north at all. It's 100% false. You can definitely push the hill, or not the north. You got to get here. You can't wait back here and then try to push later. You got to push early to get yourself over there. I don't know if we're going to have enough numbers get up there fast, but basically your main goal from this side is you can contest this, but it's really hard to push past here with the amount of people that typically camp. So if there's a lot of TDs like there are, I just write off the south, because even if you try to push around here, you're just going to get blasted from this area and the peninsula. You're better off winning the center from this side and winning the north. And then when you have the numbers, then you tackle all their tanks that are kind of camping. Now this Scorpion G's setting up here. I see a Tiger here, so I'm going to try to get him out, and there's a T-54E1. So hopefully we can score a big hit here. Scorpion still hasn't encountered anybody, so he just encountered a Panther. So hopefully he doesn't lose too much damage. Ah, Lord. No gun elevation. Goddamn French tank. And I guess wasted my shot. Now I'm kind of angry at myself because the gun elevation. I always forget it about these tanks. And the Scorpion, I don't know why he pushed out that far by himself. I'm not following you, T-54E1. I'm already kind of kicking myself because I should have went up here to help this guy, but I didn't think he was gonna just willy-nilly push out there to where he couldn't run back. Alright. We'll still be fine up here. It's just, yeah, I'm a little bit upset that we lost that Scorpion G basically for nothing. Now, this tank here, you can shoot up there and hit where that Yag Tiger is. Not that they can pen a Yag Tiger very well, but you know, it's still a potential shot. Hello, Stench, and nice guy, and Cut. Nice to see y'all. Okay, I'm using a little bit of APCR, but needed to get that hit in. Alright, IS-6, you might just want to hang. Nah, we'll be fine now. Hang back a little bit. Awesome. But we lost the south, so pushing to their base probably isn't our best thing here. Thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm gonna take a risk. Oh, there's a Yag Tiger there. Not gonna take a risk. Now we're all spread out, which is really not good. I hope that I can catch something. Really hoping of tracking him. This leopard. Oh, come on. Come on. It's such a small little SPG. Somebody killed him. But oh my god. Yeah. I'm a little bit annoyed by that. There's a lot at our base. Alright, so they pulled off. I should be shot from this way. I'm gonna try, but my gun is damaged, to hit this leopard with one shot. This is gun elevation again. Ah, crap. Scorpion G. And I can't aim. This gun being damaged is killing me here. Because I can't take shots. It's just, it sucks. Oh well. Well, I screwed up there in the beginning, but after that, I should have repaired my gun, but I needed to get back into cover or else I was gonna die there. That stinks. Something about there's something about the AMX 50 series though, that where I'm really looking forward to the 50B, but I just can't play these tanks before it for some reason. Like the 5100, I just never clicked with it, but I'm trying to learn. But I am enjoying this one a little bit better. Not that I have many fights in it, which thank you for the follow, Can't Carry. It's just, you need to get over it, KB3. I find that the gun elevation honestly is getting in my way more often than it probably should. Thank you very much, Brian, for the bits. But yeah, it is something to where I remember, like, when these tanks came out, the French heavies, which years ago, gun elevation a little bit more important back then because you couldn't drive over cliffs, honestly. And you know, I know that they have low gun elevation still, but anyway, I guess alright. I do have this. I just need to pop a crew in it, to be honest. This is one of those tanks to where I haven't had a tank request for, so whoops, I don't want to do that. You just get a fresh little crew in here, and I gotta equip it up here. But yeah, there's I probably have about 40 low tier tanks to where, unless I get a request for them, you know, then they're equipped after that. I just kind of leave them sitting idle. But let's give a shot with the B1 here. Put a little bit of equipment. What the hell? I have some vents in my garage. Don't need that. I'll put a gun laying drive. It's in my garage. What the hell? Don't know if this is good or not, but I'm rolling with it. It's low tier, so I'm not one of those people that like load up all premium rounds and have at it. Thanks again though, guys, for the bits. Let's see. I've got one of these in the garage. I usually try to use like any spares that I have for alright, there we go. All ready to go for the B1. Congratulations on quitting, Brian. I am very proud of you. I know that's a big thing. I think I said, yeah, about my grandparents. You know, they smoked for decades, and, you know, it was last year where they kind of just decided one day to quit and haven't, you know, smoked again since. Honestly, you know, they pretty much noticed within a few weeks how much, or you know that they felt better. Thank you, Gabastar, for the follow. Hello, Merlot. Nice to see you. Which, if anybody else, you know, that's watched me on YouTube, because it's been a little over a month now that I've been just streaming on Twitch, all my replays and highlights on YouTube, which hopefully by midweek here I'll get caught up on releasing the highlights of the streams. Yeah, low tier Paris is gonna be, I don't know. I wouldn't call it interesting, but we'll see. But if anybody else that's watched me on YouTube, and if I didn't specifically like say that I ported your stuff over, or you know, if you're just catching me now on Twitch, you know, just let me know what your YouTube username, excuse me, was, and I can port over your watch time and your stream currency still. I keep the old version of Fussbot just on my PC to... Oh lord, I thought I was going to be able to get in between you, but I don't know what you're doing. Alright, it's a little strange. Not that I am too keen on pushing here by myself, but it'd be nice if we could. Man, this B1 feels so weird. it turns faster than I feel like it should. One tank. Alright, I gotta be careful with him. He's got a pretty decent gun. BT-28. That is. Got the ground. Oh god. Self into some trouble here. E70 now. Oh god. The derp gun here. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with different reload speeds at low tiers, so I'm like kind of guesstimating here with that pipe. Unfortunately, I wasn't angled perfectly there. I should have been angled the other way, but we are up by 2. Just basically armor at these tiers, it doesn't matter that much, so I should have just tried to make myself as small as possible, but I was basically positioned to where they did have a slightly better shot than they should have. Someone really needs to pick him up or else he's going to end up flanking me. Yeah. I can see how this is going to end. I don't even have time to turn around. Ooh. Nice try. Unfortunately, I tracked him. He's probably a little bit angry right now. No, I would be. Alright. Strav's gonna flank me again. Close him too. Awesome. 1400 damage, not too bad for a tier 4. He's probably gonna get me here. Ooh, we'll see. Awesome. Oof. Mullen T70, you should have got me when you had a chance. I knew he was waiting for me. There we go. 5 kills, 1600 damage. Thank you very much, Dana, for tipping Levi. Usually low tier matches I don't have too much fun, but thanks whoever requested the B1. This was a fun one. I kind of feel bad though, because it is seal clubbing, but an ace tanker. I guess I'm at 162 for ace tankers now. High caliber award. Yeah. That was a pretty good one. Thank you very much for who requested that. Hello, Com. Nice to see you. Oh, I know. They could have killed me though several times. I wasn't even Thank you, Neural. I wasn't even angled right in the beginning, which is why I was taking so much damage. Like, I was popping out from around the corner because, you know, you're sticking out quite a bit here, and they were hitting me right here. They should have just pushed and killed me. But yes, I will have to. I'll have to save this one. Make my little note here. Alright, so I've got a grind up next here. Let's pop into, yeah, I'll do something different. SU 100 here. Then I have an Object 705 after this, which, you know, feel free. After I get through your tank requests, you can pop another one into the queue. Yes, my back was tired, but not from that. It was tired from carrying everything at the restaurant today. Because since we were a little bit, we're a little bit busier than we thought we would be. It's just me and one other cook there, and then 2 dishwashers, so I was having to move around a little bit more than I should this time of year. Because we had a kind of weird or hard to describe. It's like a women's retreat slash like religious like group. Like they had set up like a church in one of our like banquet rooms. We had a painting group in like the dining room. Then we had regular service on like the inside porch area dining room. We had a build your own Bloody Mary bar slash slider like buffet in a way. Oh my god, so many things. Thank you very much, Armor, for the follow. Where I was like, yeah. At one point, in between like a couple things, I basically behind like the line where we're cooking. So, you know, you have grills and everything on one side, other side's like steam table and heat lamps where you put the food up. I just kind of squatted down and I'm like, I'm just gonna hide here for a minute because nobody outside of, you know, the guys working in the kitchen with me even can see back there. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna hide for a few minutes. Yeah, it's slow this time of year, so my brother, he's trying to do a few different things. Or people seem to like it. Basically, instead of, you know, just ordering a Bloody Mary, you get like the base to the Bloody Mary, and then there's a, oh lord, a whole load of like mason jars filled with stuff to kind of add and tweak it and make it your own. Alright, unfortunately now I'm too close. You know, I got hit by the Hellcat and he got a pretty decent roll on me. But I can't push now. I gotta hunker back and try to get a better vantage point. Like this E25 is in a good spot. But unfortunately, yeah, I took a bad route here. Unfortunately, our team's not going to be able to push. Almost flip myself. It's our top tier. Where is he? Okay, he is there. The super Pershing. He's going to be the one and the T-29 to try to push, but this side, I feel like has slightly worse shots, but you at least do have hard cover. Boom. Somebody else do that, please. Nice tequila. Alright, I'm gonna... Yeah, Levi found his biscuit. I'm gonna see if this Hellcat is sitting in the same spot. Probable. Thank you, Gavistar. Yeah, I'll get to that. I'll do it after the stream. I make a little tally of names, and I'll port everything over by the next one. Thanks for letting me know. I say I thought I wouldn't have done yours, since you just followed here. Where I just wanted to make sure, which is why I mentioned it. So lucky. Glad you like the website, Com. Ooh, I just almost shot him. I was looking at the chat. Oh god. Oh god, I gotta take a shot. And it hit! Oh my god, there's no Russian bias. Nah, no such thing. What the hell, Type 64? Why'd you shoot me? As far as playlists, I make on YouTube a playlist for every single tank. So if anyone's ever looking for one, you can find them there. But if you're looking for like map tactics on YouTube, which I haven't gotten a ton of videos done, I'm up to like 10 or 11 on the website done. They're right on like my main YouTube channel page, my map strategies, tank reviews, live streams, stuff like that. Which, thank you very much, Com, for the follow. Alright, we need to pull back. I'm only gonna get one shot, I feel like. Yeah, I can't hit him still. Yeah, I do have a lot of playlists on YouTube, but it's mainly, I decided to make, you know, one for each tank. Since I have, you know, I have so many videos up there. That's worth it. He might kill me. Ooh, close. But that was worth it to hit that Type 59. These guys need to finish him off. It's just him and a Hellcat, dude. Do it. All the faith in the world. What? What? This Hellcat pushed? I have APCR loaded, which is not good for the pocketbook. Or I should say the wallet. I don't have a pocketbook. Yeah. I should have just pulled back. I was hoping, though, that I'd be able to get a little cheapy shot. But oh well. Not my best battle. So I just need to make a little note. Whoops. It's not stir, it's star. Alright, object 705A now. Oh, got a 0% win rate in this thing. Grant, I have like 3 or 4 battles, but still bothers me. I guess, you know, I can search just for Gavistar and it'll show up. As long as I have like the bulk of the name, I can pull it up in a search. Unless it's like a, say like a name that a lot of people have, then I'll write like the specific one down. Alright, so we got assault here. Looking at what they got, I have a very strong feeling that they are gonna push pretty hard on this side, maybe even the town. If I had to guess, like the way I would play it, like they do have a lot of TDs, but I feel like the TDs they have, some of them are gonna head out this way. I'm actually gonna try to put myself there. Yes. Where it's a little too risky for us to put too many people here, because if they do camp this hard and put tanks here, kind of game over for us, to where we can't push through there, we'd have to backtrack, and yeah, good luck getting a team to do that collectively. Great, we got a mouse going to the castle. That's fantastic. not gonna be easy for me here, to say the least. Not gonna push and commit to the town just yet, just because I don't have any assistance. Of course, I didn't pen him. Yep, they got a lot of people in the town, just like they should. Ooh, IS-7, where you going? Where you going, dude? Please don't go out there too far. I would like... yeah. Alright, I really hope I'm not going to get hit here side scraping this way, but that was my kind of backup spot here. Yep. Oh lord. Come on, people in the castle. You gotta help us. Like... there we go. Fortunately, it's not this IS-7's fault that he's kind of blocking me, but it is a wee bit on the annoying side. Ooh, he had HE. Smart. And I had heat, not smart. Oh, don't do that. Fighting this guy. Gonna shoot. I don't know if he has a shot, but I really don't want to get shot by my teammate. This guy's smart. He knows I have heat. Crap. I hit too low. He knows I have heat, and if I swap over to AP, the likelihood of me penning him is actually... screw it. I'm gonna be a jerk here. This E100's doing a fantastic job. I cannot blame this guy. I'm just using AP now because he's definitely countering me more than the IS-7. But that's the downside of having heat as your shell sometimes. I'll give that guy a lot of credit. Granted, I should have gotten him with one of those shots. I was not aiming too well there. This JPZ's somewhere. The IS-7. You know you definitely don't want to push there. Object 140, unfortunately. Really want to hit him. Just to get him to back off a little bit. And armor not penetrate it. Gotta love it. I still have no idea how the castle isn't pushing, but just thank you very much, Bilderberg, for the bits. Oh, IS-7's got me spotted now. Bueno for me. I gotta peace out here. Why I moved. What a bad spot for the FE4005 stage 2. Our castle needs to move it. Like, I'm trying to remember all the little ins and outs here, and I'm kind of failing at it. I'm trying to get shots behind them, but they're just far enough over the hill to where I can't hit them. This gun is definitely not accurate. Oh, I guess here goes against the C100, but this is why you don't push through the castle. Yep, he's set up for me. Which I'm way far behind. I just got killed by a bat chat. Yeah, camping over there. Not these, yeah. But yeah. I'm way far behind on the chat. I was trying to focus and help, but I was just stupidly making some mistakes there, especially against the E100. But it's just frustrating to where we put too many tanks out here. You put enough to contest here, but you need to win the center. It's just, yeah, that's honestly it's the key to this map. So, but oh well, I definitely did not play that. AMX 50 120. All right. Com, I have a map strategy for Erlingberg over on WoT. If you want to take a look, it pretty much as a heavy I would go center, or coming from like the north you can play the castle, but you don't want to push through it. I always kind of move over to the center or the other flank. Thank you, Legendary, for the follow. Let me get into a Levi pick. I'm just gonna pick a. I'm gonna say I pick a grind here. Levi wants me to get a grind in. Great. Thanks again for the tip as well. Let's just get that in. Far as mods, Gabastar, I don't use any mods like that to where it's honestly just in your settings. The only mod you'll see me use in game here, it's the Hangman mod, to where it changes to the last map and where you died. That's the only mods I don't know. Just basically go in your settings and figure that out. But you can find all the commands for the stream underneath the video. There's a bunch of stuff right in the panels beneath. I can't believe that's just weird. I like made a heart. Oh lord. Alright, I'm gonna head to the center here. As far as mods, the only mods I use, free camera mod and replays to make some videos, and just the Hangman mod, which looks cool. I don't feel any need to add anything else to the game, or yeah, it's distracting. I don't mind getting distracted in the garage, but there's enough going on in the match to where any more on like the mini map or in front of you, I don't think helps at all. I should have figured Artie would aim at me. Kinda hoping though I'd be able to get shots from the center, but we'll see how that goes. This isn't a tank that I'm really gonna want to push anywhere, so trying to set up in a spot to where I at least can help team. Thank you, Merlot, for the bits. Right, let's say they're spotting, so I should get some spots. Ooh, Lord. T20, what are you doing? Nailed him for a pretty big shot. I used a large gun on this and the top turret. I know not everybody likes it, but you know, I find it's what I like on this tank. Not that I think it's a good tank even with it, but I didn't like the stock turret, smaller gun setup that some people use. The best shot I have here on him. That question I don't know, Gabastar, to be honest. But literally what you see on the match right here, you can get everything in here without any mods. To where if you toy around in settings, it'll show you it kind of as you change the settings what you're doing. You'll be able to get it to look like this. I just basically tick everything off, to be honest. Awesome, getting hit from behind. still not 100% safe. It's just I'd rather not get hit by a T-30. T-20 hits me, fine. T-30 hits me, I'm dead. Very nice if some of our tanks would grow a little confidence and move. But I don't think the T-20 is there anymore because he should be spotted, but I'm probably wrong. No, he's still out there. Oh lord. 257 starting to push. He sees my turret turned. I almost guarantee you he's... no, he's not going to push now. He's got RD'd a couple times. Hopefully that T-30 doesn't pop out though. I was a little bit off on him. Oh, he like, I thought he was flipped from the looks of it, but that's just something. Hello, Savannah, nice to see you. Gotta get over here now. Our town's just getting hammered. It's just I can't get over there very safely. Unfortunately, we have too many people in the bottom left, and the enemy's not pushing the bottom left. So you gotta adjust. You either gotta push, even if you're in the TD, you gotta push. Or you gotta move like to the center and shoot into the town, or set up to help the town. Like just sitting over there and shooting one T-20 for half the battle isn't gonna help. I missed. I should have just taken that shot. Oh lord. Ooh. Yep. I'm a little screwed here. I might get hit from elsewhere, but I spot it as long as I can. Got one more shot off, but these guys are, the TDs are just way too obsessed with shooting. So T-20, a Leo, IKV-90, T-28 prototype, they're all tanks that aren't winning the battle for the enemy team. To where, you know, they're tier 9s, and then the town. They're the ones that are actively killing our tanks, and, you know, it just stinks. I don't blame them for going on that side, because, you know, they're kind of in the right tanks for over there. But when our team wasn't the one kind of being the aggressors there, you gotta change up your tactics a little bit. But anyway, moving along. T-21 and a T-20. Hello, Duff. Nice to see you. Thanks again for the bits, Merlot. Fortunately, we lost Erlingberg in the 705A, but I kind of blame myself for that. I screwed up quite a bit, but yeah, we got clobbered. All right, WZ-132 here. There we are. Let me start a raffle here too. I know, I have trouble fighting flip tanks from that other stream, yeah. As far as that, a lot of maps kind of work that way. It's not always like the center and then win the outer flank, but usually when you look at how Wargaming designs maps, there's usually like, as far as main flanks, like 3, 4 on most maps, but typically like 3, sometimes unfortunately 2. But there's always positions that your team needs to take to kind of assist one flank or another. But if your team puts too many people on, you know, that basically that area that might be a good spot, then unfortunately you lose the flanks that you're trying to win, and it all comes crumbling down. So it's like it's a very delicate balance. But I still think a lot of people are in the adjustment phase as far as, you know, people that might only play the game, you know, 1 or 2 times a week, and they're still kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. I know I am too. Hello, Grinder, or Gritter. Nice to see you. Oops, I went a little too far out here, but luckily I remembered that tree was there. Hello, Voodoo. Nice to see you. I will say Fisherman's Bay. I'm still kind of getting the hang of it, but I typically find that going to the center is usually pretty reliable in any kind of tank, but it's definitely not a clear-cut map on where the best spot is. Thank you very much, Bilderberg, for the subscription. Thanks for the resub. Alright, honestly, I'm a little bit just lost here where I want to go, to be honest. Like, we have enough people out here, it's just, I can't push too far here or else I'm gonna get just pushed on and killed. Trying to keep a couple tanks lit up for my team to try to help them, because the TDs behind me are not helping this flank at all. Ooh, I got lucky there. I was hoping I was going to get lucky and not shot at all, but I'll take a 0 damage crit. I think that's the best case scenario could have gotten there. Don't think they're going to pop out again. And Borsig's still there. Can someone else hit him? Awesome sauce. Right. Glad to see that there's a light tank camping. He got me though. Was not expecting the AMX 1390 back there. Fortunately, I should be able to scoot around him. I was trying to track him there, but that also works. Good job. Go a little bit there. Is anybody gonna pop up here for me? I'd like to not get shot by him, but kinda hoping that somebody would head out on this flank. Gag Panther? Yeah. The Centaurian that literally just took a shot at me and I was sitting there. Guess he has short-term memory. Oof. Alright, Gag Panther 2's up next. At least my team's doing well. We won the other flank. Our flank's like not doing super great, but you know, we're not completely failing, which is really all we got to do here. Gonna forget about this again, Centaurian? I would like if you do that. He's not gonna push. I was trying to see if he would push through there if he knew someone that missed. Out like that. Alright. Just waiting for our tanks to come back up, honestly. I shouldn't have lost that HP, but unfortunately trying to move out of this rock's really difficult for me right now. Just gonna try to keep these guys lit up a little bit. I thought I was going to time his shot a little bit better. Go. I was pushed a little bit too far out there when he hit me. But, alright. Tanks are finally up here. I might as well take a risk. If I die, I die. Whatever. Which, please keep in mind, if you use the request command, don't type a ton of stuff after it at all. It kind of gets all garbled up. But it's all good. He's gonna... Whoop, maybe he's not gonna get me. Thank you, teammate. Thank you very much, Gritter, for the sub. Thank you very much. Which, for anyone who may have subbed when I first started on Twitch, you know, a little over a month ago, or who may have an Amazon account, if you type, or you can just click the panel underneath my video, or you can click this little link that pops up. You can check to see if you have a free sub available to you. You can use it for any streamer. It basically lasts for 1 month if you have an Amazon Prime account, and you know, you can basically sub somebody. It doesn't automatically renew and doesn't cost anything for you outside of, you know, you're already paying for an Amazon account. But yeah, it's something to where if you don't use it, you know, it's basically, you know, you're kind of wasting it to where you can support somebody. I kind of bought mine around to a couple different people. Which, congratulations, Historian, winning the raffle. Let's get that updated there. Alright, so... yeah, I completed a mission. Got a mastery badge, first class. Not too shabby. Got Jackson, a Scorp G. Okay, you want to switch your T71 to the Scorp G? Sure thing. I say I'm not the best Scorpion G driver, but I will give it my best for you. Got a mastery badge first class though. Top 3 damage, most amount of experience though. They're already actually did a pretty good job. Yeah, I'll give credit where credit's due. Granted, he had a lot of time to do that. 2,500 assists too. Didn't look like a spectacular match, but you know, I knew I was in a good spot with shots and, you know, spotting and kind of hiding near the rock because Artie wasn't hitting me. You know, didn't make sense for me to really move that much, to be honest. Alright, so Samoa SM up next here. Then after this, I'm going to pop into a quick little grind before getting to the next tank. Which, thank you very much, Bull, for the follow. And thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. Thanks for balancing things out there. Scorpion G versus the new Italian tank. Honestly, they're really different tanks. The only comparison is, you know, they're both tier 8 premiums. Like if you're looking for a credit earner, I would say the Italian tank earns more, but honestly, like the difference between most tier 8s aren't like premium tanks. It's not like wide enough to where I look too much into it. I know some people really do, but to me, you're buying a tank that you want to play and you like playing. Because you are spending, you know, 50 bucks, give or take a little bit, which thank you, Mobius, for the follow. More or less, you know, pick a tank that you're going to enjoy playing over something that might statistically, like across everyone else's battles, earn more or perform better. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you gotta like playing the tank and, you know, pick something that you think you'll play pretty well in. Got a lot of people in the south for a typical match here. Fortunately, that guy figured out that you don't want to go up there. To me, it's a trap. Try to get a little shot off here. I really like using that spot. Oh, crap, I actually... For some reason I thought I shot one extra shot. If I'm in a heavy though, with gun depression, decent turret armor, I'll go here like most of my matches. Unless there's like crazy arty. Like there are 2 SPGs, so I have to be careful. But my team doesn't have a lot of people in the center. I've got a tank with decent gun depression and decent armor. Why not use it? Where if I need to, I can pop up here and help the south if they're struggling. If the north's struggling, I can run back here and help them, or I can push forward. Granted, I'm not going to do that because they have some pretty nasty TDs back there. Honestly though, I would pick the Italian tank over the Scorpion G. I'd pick like the Lorraine 40T over the Scorpion G, especially if you say you like fast tanks. I know the Scorpion G is pretty fast, but ooh, are you sure you want to try that, Tiger? Crap. But you know, the Scorpion G is just a tank to wear. It's nice, but I typically, you know, I typically think that like something like an Italian tank's a little bit more flexible, so it'll work on more basically maps and different matchmaking a little bit better. Granted, the Scorpion G, you know, if you're in a tier 9 and 10 match, you can just kind of smack people for crap loads of damage, to where that's always nice. Thank you, Attack Crows, for the follow. Okie dokie, I'm actually going to pop over here and hope the 704 isn't looking through here. He might be, though. Just they have a lot of tanks in the south, so I might as well get some shots there since nobody else on my team is in this area to utilize it. Awesome. Come on, keep on rolling right in there. That M103 looks really good in the cover department, doesn't it? And Tiger P, I'm really surprised he's pushing out like that. I'll take the risk. I only have 2 more shots anyway. Let's give him a little love tap there. Glacier though, pretty much the way, like I need to make, this is on my kind of schedule this week to hopefully get a map strategy done for it. Basically, I would say number 1 flanks the north, number 2 flanks the south, but not to push it, and equal to that's the center. Basically, kind of hold the south, like up to where the Tiger P is, have people in the center kind of poking over, spotting people, and the center and the south kind of support one another. The north hopefully pushes, if not defends, and you know, basically you want to weaken the enemy team before making like a big push somewhere. My schedule, honestly, it can change at any moment. I'm hoping it's not going to change anytime soon, but right now I do need to update it. It says I stream Friday. I added that up because I added on an extra Friday stream last week. Most likely this week it won't be Friday. It'll be my typical, you know, Sunday night here, Wednesday morning, Thursday night, and then I might potentially add on a Wednesday night stream and do 2 streams Wednesday, and it'll start at like 8 or so Wednesday night. But this Friday I won't be able to stream. Thank you, Labobo. Look like seal clubbing. Honestly, they made it really easy, the enemy. But I really like the Samoa SM here. Slowly advanced, but I don't think I'm gonna get another shot. Ooh, thank you, M103. You're a trooper there. Almost 5,000 damage though. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. As I almost choke on my water. Oh lord. I surprise myself sometimes. Anyway. Got a mastery badge first class. Tells you how good this tank is. That wasn't an ace. Granted, I wasn't spotting my own damage, so that's the reason. Got a tank sniper. High caliber award. Yeah, easily the most amount of damage there. 704 was close, but you know, all in all, really good fight there. Can't complain. 172,000 net profit as well. Awesome. I'm actually kind of upset I didn't get an ace there because I don't think I've aced the Samoa SM here. Let's see. Guest award. Oh lord, completely. No, first class, but it's up there. 7 battles in. Granted, that's a very, very small sample size. It's not like the Patriot here with 137 and 1100 base experience. But anyway, I was gonna pop into a quick grind here. Let's do. I do the Challenger here. And then I was going to get to the T-57 Heavy. Okie dokie. Ask True Voodoo what is tricky? If you're still here, True, I'd like to hear that story. Alright, unfortunately it's Abby bottom tier. I'm gonna try something different and I'm probably gonna fail completely and it's gonna look really dumb, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't think the Challenger will be able to do it, but some people have probably seen a couple videos of it, but you can get into the Abbey from this side by going through here. Like a really big tank, say like a Type 5 Heavy, can get up it even going slow. A tank like this though, you kind of have to hit it correctly. I've honestly never tried it before, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Why not? Because I don't know where I want to go. So at the very least, I'm gonna look dumb here, and then I'll figure out where I want to go after this. But I forget where exactly the video is, but you can technically, I don't think I can do it in a tank this slow though. You can technically hit right here and get yourself up, but I don't think this is going to go fast enough. No, because you need to be traveling fast, hit that, and it pops you up onto that. I'm not going to be able to I'm not going to be able to do that, to be honest. I'm also not going to want to do what that guy did. But something like a Type 5 can actually get its wheel up there and drive straight into the Abbey from this side. It's probably going to be fixed, honestly, before too long. It's that broken. Not sure where my team's going to go. It would be very nice, though, if like their Challenger pushed here. Do I want to help them? Honestly, I look like I'm literally doing nothing here, and it's exactly what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna roll the dice, and we got tanks in the center. There's a T-20 somewhere back here. Question is, will our IS win that flank? Really terrified here, especially because I guess spotted a Skoda and an Udez. Thank you very much. I'm gonna do that real fast. But here comes a big bad 1390. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Going into that battle, I had no clue where I wanted to go, and it really showed. I should have just stuck with the 1-2 line, or going behind that IS-6 and helping him. But, you know, that's something that you shouldn't try to do in battles, is try something different that you've never done before. And yeah, that's exactly why. Alright. If I sub the true, you'll get a sneak peek. I'll have to remember that. Right now, my Prime sub, I think I still have like 2 weeks till I get it back. Anyway. Moving on to something that I'll actually do something this battle. Okie dokie. I just want to see everything fall again here as far as the biscuits. It took me like probably like an hour to make this thing. Just gotta take it in. I already had one made up as, you know, a subscriber emote, a smaller version. But just kind of getting it the way I want it to look and lined up and everything took me a little bit. Alright, so top tier, a lot of pressure here. I don't know where I want to go though, to be honest. Gonna stay up here. Hopefully I get some help. Right, good enough for me. I'm okay at Photoshop. I wouldn't say I'm super good at it though, honestly. RD, please spare me. I'd loaded heat though, just in case I came into contact with one of their tier 10s. Fortunately, the T-57 doesn't exactly have like the best, you know, turret armor nor gun depression to work with. I've got to keep an eye on my left because right now I don't have anybody there kind of covering me. Actually, I'm just gonna wait a second. Come on. Take the shot on the E3 or the E5 while I have it. But our tanks up here, we need them to spot. They have a T-110E4 there, and whatever else went up there. Hello, Pat. Nice to see you. Alright, so they're not pushing hard. Good. They got the E5. That's great. They got one on the base, no big deal. I don't know why. Our E50 just went around like the whole map to get to the south. I'm not too sure why though, because we can push the north here. Progetto is going to be a problem with this JPZ. Taking a lot of damage. I think he has at most one shot, so this T-54 is going in. I might as well try to help him. Go. Oh, he has a repair kit. Right. So far, so good. Oh, Lord. M103 is still alive. I did not expect that. Nice job, T-54 Mod 1. Alright. So back up to hit these guys now. I hope they keep trying to advance. That would play right into it for me. Doesn't look like it though. Basically with T-57, just stay alive. We're only up by one. They should have that. It's gonna be more damning to my team if we lose down here. I feel like I have faith in them. I am really hesitant to leave them up there against the type, or not the type, the T110E4 alone, but I'm trying to get down here because there's some low HP tanks and I can help. I don't know if I'm gonna get there in time for the E50 though. This thing doesn't have the highest of top speeds. Still haven't seen the Progetto, or the Progetto still hasn't seen me. Now it does though. Ah, crapola. Oh, thank you. Crap. Zero damage crit. Gotta love it. Oh lord. I've gotta, yeah, get out of here. Unfortunately I froze. You gotta be kidding me though. But the T-57 Heavy doesn't have the most accurate gun, and I shouldn't have went in as hard as I did with the E-50. I should have just took my shots from up here to where I could have hit, and yeah, I thought I was gonna get there in time to help and save this E-50, but I was just a little bit late. I just hope that they got this to where, as long as they don't let Artie hit him too much, they should be okay. But yeah, whoops. But I ended up with what, 3,800. Yeah, I just stupidly overextended there. T-67 request. Hello, Grigsby. Nice to see you. I hate typing without a keyboard, like on TVs and stuff. Unfortunately, we lost Abby in the Challenger. I'll put that on me. I crapped that battle up. So T110E5. Up into this guy. No problem, Englewood. Thank you very much, Gangsta, for the follow. Alright, come on, matchmaking here. I'm hoping that this week coming up, we might see... I don't think they're going to do another public test server round. It's possible, but... as far as I know, the test server is still online, so... we may see the patch come out this week, but I'm feeling like it is going to be next week, but one can hope. I'm honestly interested in the frontline mode. It'll be fun, and I think it's going to be a hit. It's not always going to be active from what they said, but I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy it because you even can make a pretty good amount of credits in it as far as the time spent. See you, Graham. Have a nice one. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you very much, Bear Graham, for the follow. I forget what I use on the WZ132, but I usually go Vision on most of my lights, unless I have like a really good crew. I might go vents over it. Okie dokie, so I guess I'm gonna go down here. Last stream I really screwed up the E5, but from the other side. Same map. I'm gonna try to get out in the corner here early, but we'll see what they put down there. A little scary that I'm the fastest tank down here. The T-62A is going to the support spot. This is gonna be all or nothing basically. If I make it, I should get some we're not gonna talk about that battle. I should get quite a bit of assist damage if I get up there. Oh, chill out, little dog. He's back there like grunting at me. But we'll see. Spot it early. Not good. Hoping these buildings cover me enough. I'm gonna get hit by him. Missed. Ooh, Lord. Of course I get ammo racked. Thank you very much, TVP. Thanks, Artie. I love it. But not like I was already safe, so why are you going up there? Bye. Alive though. It's just there's not as much cover as that guy thinks that there is up there. Now if this T-57 heavy and E5 wasn't here, he'd be able to shoot at them without being spotted. I need to be careful right now though, because my ammo rack's damaged. If I take another hit in it, I might not like that outcome. Very strong feeling that Artie's gonna hit me. Unfortunately, I loaded heat, so I can't shoot through this. I would like to, though. I could hit this TVP without having to go back to here. Well, no, Artie honestly just hit me there because I wasn't in cover, and I was the first tank spotted. Whenever I'm the first tank spotted in a match, usually I kind of dive into cover. But, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Ah! I shot the gun. I should have been able to shoot under it, but sometimes I screw up with the whole your shell isn't at close ranges like that. Sometimes it's not going exactly where you think it will go. Anyway, my team's doing well though, so luckily that didn't matter too much. I gotta be a little bit careful here, but alright, you guys go first. You got a little bit more HP than me. Definitely a lot more HP now. tank right now. Oh, you got a blankets for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Levi's happy now. That JPC's probably a little angry. I was gonna say, how's he not getting shot though? I'm just gonna track him again, to be honest. Yes, yeah. That's part of the reason. His lower plate was angled though, but I'm like, I guess I'll go for a little damage though, because he's still tracked. Yeah, I'm not going to use any heat anymore here. Our team pretty much has this in the bag to where I might die because I'm just willy-nilly pushing out here now. I could be spotted from the left or the right here. Go. Woohoo! My second shot of the match. For some reason, the E5, like, unless you, like, I even shot quite a few heat rounds this match. You know, unless you shoot a lot of heat, it just feels off for me, like, recently. Like, it has been a look, not per se power creeped, in a sense that, like, I don't think it's a bad tank. It's just, with how the game plays currently, it just feels a little bit weak. But that's saying more about other tanks than it says itself. Which Gabastar, you know, as far as the test server, I did a quick stream of it, but I really only do one on the test server, and that's it whenever they are. I just don't have a ton of time to stream, so I won't be doing another one. You can pop back and look at one of my past streams for it, though. I missed that question a little earlier. But I tried popping on it. It was like 3 days after it released. Weren't that many people on it. Played some Italian tanks, and yeah, it's good enough for me. I had no problem, John. Glad you enjoyed the match. Okie dokie. So, come on. Hey, we won Sand River in the T-57 Heavy, thank God. But I'm nowhere to be seen as far as damage, really low there. Experience a little bit better though, because I spotted a bit. But, all in all, I'll take it. Let's take a look at the T-57 Heavy match though. Master Badge 2nd class. As far as experience, top 3. Most amount of damage though. M103 did a nice job on their team. All in all, got the W. And still had 3 tanks to spare. So up next is the Scorpion G, then the 5120. Which, I'm going to start another raffle here. I've been doing a little bit as far as extra ones recently. Feeling in a very generous mood. But I like doing raffles. I think they're fun. I need to think up of a few poll questions and stuff so I can start doing them again. Alright, so unfortunately not a very good map for the Scorpion G here. It's all 1 tier though, which is nice. I'm probably going to try to take a quick shot, possibly down the 3 line if I can, but we'll see. They did tweak it a little bit, so it's a little bit harder to do that now, but that guy's going on my blacklist because he's not very nice person there. And that's why XVM should be taken out of the game. Like, stats in games never go over well because you have so many different types of players, and you know, just, it creates negativity. Like, I don't think it matters as far as people like XVM sniping or whatever. It's more so the negativity that comes from it. Yeah. Missed it. Oh well. It's just, I'm not going to sit out there and potentially take a shot like that. I guess I probably shot the building there, but I'm seeing where my team's setting up. We are weak on the other side, but in this tank I'm not really inclined to push, to be honest. Which, thanks for a challenge, Labobo. Going at the PZ7 again, aren't you? Do need to help out that side though. Our town doesn't look like it's gonna be too hard to push as long as they push it somewhat smartly. Scratch that. I'm gonna go up here. It's been a while since I put someone on the blacklist like that, to be honest. Oh lord. Thank you for not stopping. Whoa, 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 dude. You need to keep in mind that you blocking me is not going to help you out very much. Crap, I was banking on them not pushing. He's gonna die. Not to get hit by the T-32. Ah, crap. Completely spaced there. I didn't think that I was gonna get hit. And I'm dead. That's my fault for playing that too aggressive, but I basically saw that, which thank you very much, Taco. I honestly though, I'm crappy at the Scorpion G. Basically we're outnumbered over here. Me going over there, we're still gonna end up losing it, to where I saw our town was trying to push. Not that it worked out very well. They were trying to push directly into these guys, to where I'm like, I'll try to help out, clear that up, but unfortunately we just failed everywhere. Doesn't help though. I find, like, I don't have any like concrete proof, but I find that whenever there's someone like that negative, we had a couple people on our team that way, early on in a battle, and there's people fighting each other, which thank you very much for the tip and Levi, Taco. We almost always lose the battle when there's people yelling at each other and basically calling their teammates trash like he was. Oh, there you go, little buddy. Yeah, I just find that we almost always lose. Congrats, Jackie, on winning the raffle. Honestly, the Scorpion G, like, it doesn't fit my playstyle too much, but I just find, like, when I pop into it, like, one battle here, one battle there, it's a hard tank for me to pick up. Low armor, and, you know, it's just, it can't really not hold down, but fight on hills too well. And it's a tank to where me just popping in for, like, one battle a stream, or, like, once a week, hey, you gotta chew your treat. It's a hard type for me to pop in like that. But yeah, not exactly a great battle at all. Alright, so I'm going to do 5120 here. Let me start a bet as well. You can just see the chat as far as how you can enter a bet. It's for the challenge coming up that Labobo did. In the PZ7, I have to reach 2 times the HP total and damage the system block. Just take a look at the chat to see how you enter the command. if you want to enter, that is. All right, Erlingberg here. Assault, so I'm probably gonna stay on this side, to be honest. I don't think I'm gonna push the town. And of course someone pings the castle. It's assault. And the flag's on this side, and yeah, we have free arty, a few TDs, and my team's gonna push the castle. Hello. Yay, this side. Anybody? Somebody? Come on guys, the castle's literally, you don't gotta win that flank to win this match. We're throwing away the easy side to defend. You can literally turtle up if you win this and that. I'm gonna keep hitting the F7 button. Like, yeah. They're literally going out of their way to... Oh god. I shouldn't have even hit that, to be honest. Ah, crap. There's a Lorraine 40T of all things up there that I can't spot. Gotta love it. Honestly know where he is, to be honest. I hope that we don't struggle too much here, but I'm just looking at how my team's setting up. It's not gonna be pretty. But hopefully the enemy team does not decide to push this side hard. It's really the hope I have. Because right now we should be doing a crap load of damage to the progetto, but we don't have any TDs back there. Our arty should be really concerned though that he's gonna get spotted. Hello, Dan. You requested a tier 1. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we'll see how much I'm in the mood though to play a tier 1 tank, to be honest. I usually don't take tier 1 requests, but we'll see. I have been having a pretty good night though. If I do play the MS1, it's going to be the only one I do for a while. Oh, I guess got nailed by the T-49 in the back, and I'm dead. Well, good job T-49. He did the right push there, and honestly, I usually don't get angry on my team. Screw you. I usually don't get mad at teams, but like, come on guys. Like, it's not rocket science. Assault, defense, flag on this side. You have a ton of camping spots here. Just camp. Camp your, camp your to your heart's content. And yeah, they went, nope, we're in TDs. Whew, let's go over here. Oh well. You don't need to request things multiple times, Dan. Alright, so anyway, let's close the bet here and hopping into the PZ7 here for a challenge. But, oh man. I'll get to the T-49 credit. If he didn't kill me, I probably would have taken one tank out, but still. I did reach 5,000 damage to system block here, so we'll see how this goes. But I hope they win. It's not looking good though, because once you lose the flag side, you can cap there and you can't get spotted unless they push across the river, which is going to be really hard because they have like 5 or 6 tanks that swarmed us on that side. Oh well. Anyway. Nice to see. So, as far as people betting on this challenge here, a little bit of a did. 6 of you guys think I'm going to win it. 1 of you thinks that I'm going to lose it here. Alright, come on, matchmaking. I've seen recently a lot of people are actually bringing it up to where I don't know if it's just the NA server, but the matchmaking queue, even with a lot of people in it, has taken longer since the last little micro patch they did. I don't know why, but it's just strange. So, hello Sem, nice to see you. Unfortunately, I don't have a Conway, so I can't play it. The only thing I have up to that in that line is the Challenger. If you type !tank request though, or tank request list, excuse me, or if you take a look under the video, there's a link to a list with all my tanks on it. Alright, this is getting a little ridiculous here. It's like there's 22,000, basically 23,000 people on. Like, let's get going. Like, it doesn't seem like, say, 2 minutes is a long time, but the standard World of Tanks battle lasts about 6 to 7 minutes. So it adds up, you know, if you get a lot of battles like that. Hello G3, nice to see you. Well, you would think it's thinking harder to get better matchmaking, but we'll see. I have a feeling that this is going to be extremely interesting. If our Object 268s play very well, I think we're going to have a very good match here. But if they struggle, this is going to be interesting. There are a lot of people trying to do the Italian Progetto missions, and basically the best tank to do it in is the 268 version 4, because it can literally like play like anything more or less. Hello Druid, nice to see you. I say, unfortunately, I'm not going to the other side. Like, literally the only thing I can do on the other side of the map or near base is camp. I can't even, like, poke out because I can't shoot down. Can't do it. Take our chances, especially since they have the bat chat and the TVP pushing, which really, unless they, like, the T100 LT could push, but outside of that, I don't really see any other enemies going that way. Which, as far as tank requests, really I only take 1 per person at a time. So Dan, if you want, I can replace the MS1 that you requested with the Progetto, but I only do 1 per person at a time. That would definitely get a little out of hand if I didn't do that. Thank you, Druid, for the follow. I'm not angled properly here, but there goes 1268. I don't know why he was up there that high. Not good for us. It's my AT shell into a mouse. I don't have a 268 version 4 either. Usually I am very late on getting to new slightly unbalanced tanks, to be honest. Thank you for the follow, Dan. I won't go through a line really quickly just to get the one tank. Used to do that, nah, don't care too much anymore. Alright, Mr. Mouse. Okay, he got my attention. He's shooting a PCR. Don't know if you guys want to do that, but good luck. They are in the right tanks to make a risky push like that. Well, you know, the 268 version 4, you can still damage it from the rear, so it's perfectly balanced. Everybody knows that. Come on. It's all good, Dan. Basically, I don't mind taking any requests. You know, I take requests every single stream. It's most of the battles you'll see me play on my streams. Oh, I really wanted to hit that. I had loaded HE just for him. It's just tier 1 typically. I will say whether or not I do it is kind of up to how the stream's going in a day. Ah, crap. I guess screwed up there. Nobody's behind me to push out with me. He's just heating me down, and this guy, he's gonna, oh lord, he's gonna wreck me. But I screwed that up. I'll admit it. Screwed it up, and now we're down by quite a few tanks. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this one, guys. Honestly, playing tier 10 only is, or not tier 10 only, but the battle being tier 10 only makes this very hard. Because the BC7, you know, it does lean on its armor a bit. But it is a little bit weak against tier 10s, but especially people just shooting pure premium at you. It's not gonna last super long. Oh lord. Yeah, I'm done. 0 damage, credit him. Yep. Do your worst. Mouse got me. Oh well, congrats on winning the challenge, Labobo. And congrats Carl for betting against me. But yeah, that's tier 10 now. So many people shoot gold, me included, when you're in a tier 10 only. It's just, it's kind of what the game is right now. You know, does it suck? Yeah, but I shouldn't have taken some of those risks that I did, knowing that I was going to get hit by premium rounds. Okay, get caught up on my quests here. Alright, so let me do a giveaway here. I have a T21 up next. Granted, our team did get clobbered, but it happens. So T21, then I have a T20. I'll probably hop into a grind before getting to the next. Cody? Like, where's my tank? What do I think about the upcoming tier 1 Italian tank? I honestly don't even know what it is, because, not to say I don't care about low tiers, but I probably will never play a battle in it, to be honest. Unless it gets requested. Feel free to request it when it comes out, but right now with wargaming and how they haven't really touched low tiers and rebalancing a lot of stuff, I, you know, I'll still like look at tanks for people if they ask me like my opinion about certain tanks beneath tier 5, but I think that part of the game is it's just not like high tiers at all, to where it's, yeah, I just don't think it's too fun, to be honest. It is a Renault. See, honestly, the new Italian tanks, like, I looked at basically tier 6 and up. Granted, you know, I've been so swamped with work and trying to plan a wedding that I haven't really had too much time to kind of catch my breath. Like, I wanted to honestly stream this upcoming Tuesday, but my schedule changed and I'll be at work, to where after the stream today, yeah, I gotta go to work at like 5.5 hours after the stream ends. Oh Lord. But that's all good. Once summer gets a little bit closer, that's when, you know, I do need to tweak the streaming schedule, since I'll have to line it up with whatever schedule I have, so I don't drop dead from lack of sleep. Thought about going full speed, but just in case. How much do I sleep? Usually 5 hours. If I'm lucky, I get like 6. Typically 1 day a week, though, I sleep for like 8 hours or so. Usually, though, like last year when I streamed and it was like the work season, since for those that haven't caught the stream before, I'm a chef, where I work the early shift, so I'm the first one in. Get up at 4, at the restaurant by 5. Yeah. It's, to me, it's better than working night. Then I wouldn't be able to stream nights at all, because I'd be working 6-7 nights a week. Basically, last year I shoot for about 6 hours. That'll be once we start getting busier. I'll set the stream schedule up for that. Alright. Honestly, I'm not a morning person either. I have like 3 alarms. If I don't set them all, most likely I'm gonna be frantically... I shouldn't have done that. I knew someone was there. I thought I could have shot and got back before they would have hit me, but that's wishful thinking. Just my team is not really poking anywhere or doing anything, so playing a little bit antsy. Thank you very much, Cop, for the follow. Come on, team, do something. I certainly can't push out. Okie dokie. It's still waiting for somewhere. I don't care if I need to push south, north. Yeah, he snuck a hit in there. Thinks when you're bottom tier and like you can't really do anything. Alright, south's pushing. I will try to help them. Oh no. I have a very strong feeling this Yag Tiger is gonna... is he gonna pull back? That would be the smart thing for him to do. But... Kind of thought he was going to try to push up here. It's almost 5 minutes into the match. I still haven't really made up my mind where I want to go. I know I'm playing with fire poking here, but... Alright, can someone please hit him? Of course I shot the dirt. Gotta love it. Anybody? Nope, nobody's actually able to help me here. I bounce off of him, but now this is a little frustrating because he should have gotten hit. Type 4 had a perfect shot on him. Obviously, because the Panther's shooting him, but yeah. This is where airfield, it drives me crazy because both teams are set up properly. It's just our team, there's no spot for me to really do anything. Granted, I've missed, I probably could have gotten a couple shots in, I've just missed them. Awesome, there we go. Thank you very much, Type 4, for knowing that you can shoot the hill. I don't know why he's complaining about the Progetto. He's probably taking shots on their tanks. Trying to track him there just to slow him down. I would help with the Yag Tiger, but I will probably die if I go over. Missed. But they made their push, unfortunately for us. What I was afraid of. Ooh, Lord. Unfortunately, RNG hasn't really helped me out too much either here, but that's the T20's gun. It isn't the most accurate thing in the world, but I wasn't pinpointing my shots enough to actually hit some clean shots that I should have otherwise. He didn't take the proverbial bait there. Will I get one more shot? Probably not. Take that. I don't know, 1200 damage, but yeah, that was frustrating when you have these long battles and you just feel helpless. Congratulations though, Dan, for winning the raffle. But man, I hate battles like that, where I'm just like, where do I go? And it just, yeah. The only other spot that was like sticking in my head, like, you know, I could have went to is early on. I could have went up here or like try to take some shots, but I wouldn't really be able to pen anybody, even with APCR. Plus, you know, the Progetto was there, so he was taking shots that way. So As far as that Gavastar, I do not know off the top of my head, to be honest. I would say just use your best judgment, the where look at the shell cost, you know, how much damage you see people doing in it. But, you know, honestly, there's nothing that pops out very quick about stats like that. But unfortunately a loss here. It's just, yeah. Well, lost a ton of credits because I'm like trying to throw out, which unfortunately I did the T20 instead of the T21. So yeah, I guess got them swapped a little bit, saying that the T20's in the queue here. Anyway, on to the next tank, which, you know, feel free to keep popping some tanks in. I only have an hour left, but I am gonna do my best to do as many of these as possible. If you haven't requested a tank already, feel free to pop one in. If you have, though, you know, I'd ask you maybe to just hold off, just because maybe I can get to somebody else's if you've already requested one and I've done it, you know. Hello Capitan, nice to see you. My next stream, though, is coming up. It's going to be Wednesday, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so my one morning stream of the week. I'm looking to add a Wednesday night stream now, but otherwise my next night stream is Thursday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll update what's beneath the video here after the stream, to where Friday basically was just left over from last Friday, where I added an extra stream on. Try to get a quick spot, but yeah, they look like they might get it, but yeah, screw it, I'll go for it anyway. They're not popping up far enough, quick enough. Get some shots there. Screwed up though. I should have been able to hit one person. Right about there. I'm already, so next time I'm spotted, I'm gonna definitely move. Fortunately, all of our armor, granted, you know, it's not top tier armor, but went south. They're not even like pushing the south. We'll see how that works out. Just as long as we don't lose up here, we should be fine. But I'm gonna keep an eye on the E2 that's up there by himself. As long as he doesn't overextend, he should be fine against that Type 4, especially if he has the derp gun. He'll be able to just slowly chip away at him. I missed. A little bit of damage. Stay alive. I got a Luke's here. I can help him if he falls back just a little bit. Nice though if, you know, south starts to do something. Mainly in the center. Ah, crap. I'm just staying here mainly because we don't really have anybody else. I don't necessarily want to be here, but alright, he's doing good. Ah, nice. Type 64 rammed him. They should have that Type 64 pretty easy. Alright, we got this now. Trying to move a little bit unpredictably. Words, why don't you work? But the Type or not type. I always say type when there's a freaking T in the name. The T-21. I used to hate this tank. A lot of people used to hate this tank because it was terrible. When they rebalanced lights though, honestly, this tank isn't that bad anymore. It's actually pretty enjoyable to play. I forget what exactly the key differences are between this and the T-37, but I remember when I was doing my Which Tank Line is Right For You guide on my website WoT Guru, that I was kind of surprised that the T-21 was actually pretty good stat wise. You know, it's definitely not like, oh, this is the best tank ever, but it actually had some distinct upside compared to the T-37, whereas before it was just straight up terrible. I'm tempted to go for Artie, but I'd rather shoot this guy. I'm gonna swap over to APCR since I was bouncing. Should be okay here. Yeah. Pretty good battle though, 1300 damage, 300 assist. Kind of wiggling around in one spot, but hey. The Jumbo Sherman, he had that. You know, I was fine just kind of seeing what he was against, and he wasn't overextending, so no reason for me to help him. So I just stayed where I was at and just taking little pot shots. If he started taking a lot of damage, I would have, or if like a lot of tanks got past me, I would have ran back and helped him now. That sounds about right, Capitan, the gun handling. So, Master Badge 2nd Class, High Caliber Award. Yep, pretty nice battle there. Thanks for whoever requested that. Alright, so I'm just gonna do all tank requests now, since I got a lot and not a ton of time. Alright, for that chat, get a little bit of, use some dinky boosters here, and a credit one. Do I plan on getting the Russian lights? Eventually, yes. I guess I have every other light tank line. I didn't do the Russian one because honestly, by the time that I finished all the other ones, I was a little burnt out on lights and tanks, you know, no armor. But I'll get to them one day. Right now I'm grinding the FV 4005 Stage 2 line. Both Russian tank destroyers, the AMX-50B, the AMX M454, the Grill 15 line as well. Technically the T10, so I've got quite a few grinds. Alright, so I'm probably gonna head to the center. Pretty much every tier 5 light now, I believe, can equip a vertical stabilizer. When they rebalance lights, you know, and gave them normal matchmaking, stretch them out to tier 10, I'm pretty sure that's the case for all tier 5 plus lights now. Oh lord. Almost flipped myself. I was thinking about going around the other way, but I might as well play it safe. Because you always find tanks popping up there where it's really risky. I'm gonna see if they're like, oh, it's a Sheridan. Pop up there, maybe I'll get lucky. Please don't have a repair kit. He's got APCR. I know I can, I can outclip him, but not with those tanks there. Right. 50B, you are lucky. Granted, I wouldn't have killed him, but, I lost a little bit more damage than I wanted, or a little bit more HP. I was trying to stay a little bit around 1,000. Running a driving school. I don't know if I want to have the blood of teenagers on my hand. There is actually a driving school, believe it or not, like 5 minutes away from my house. I see the look of terrified teenagers at the red light right outside my neighborhood all the time. Yeah, that's when you swerve a little bit at them. No, that's his evil. Hello, Aces. Nice to see you. Unfortunately, I don't have the Object 430. Sorry. If you need to take a look at what tanks I do have, you can look under the video. In the panel section, there's a tank request list. That link will, you can just click right on the little header and it'll pop you over to where I have a list of all my tanks. Yeah, I haven't done that Russian medium line, but I have the other Russian mediums. Oh, hi, little dog. Stop being a little beggar. Honestly, he's begging me to go to bed because we gave him a bath earlier and he's damp. Oh, my dog is so special. Alright, we're tied. It's just, unfortunately for us, I can almost guarantee that we have a lot more people camping than they do. Like, we have a mouse that's, for some reason, on a hill, and then we have a lot of people this way. Like, we might be up, granted we're down by 1 now, but we have so many people in the base that we're actually down by like 4 to 5 tanks where it matters. Kind of annoying. I don't get why people camp from this side, like outside of taking early shots in the, oh god, early shots in the center. There's really not that much use otherwise. Thanks for tipping Levi, Historian. I want to help the town, but I can't jump all the way over there and feel completely content with it. That makes sense. Kinda hoping that these guys would overextend and I'd hit them. To where that's really all I would be doing over there. It's not like I can pop out where the E5 is. I'll just take damage and die. I'd rather keep my options available to me, and hopefully I don't get spotted from behind and killed. But there is a mouse kinda out there, so hopefully he gets shot first. Hello Danish, nice to see you. Ooh, IS-7 side armor. How I hate you. Alright, I will, I'll push in now. Hope I don't come across this IS-7 in a bad spot. Yeah, I gotta bleed a little bit of time. I got 2 TVPs in the center. Thank you very much, Aces, for the follow. 3, 2, 1. You can ping me all you want. I just killed an IS-7. Problem we have now is I don't think that we should push the town. We're down by 3 and we still have TDs camping, which, you know, they can hit the setter since there's a TVP there, but I don't think that we should be the aggressors right now. Thank you for the follow, Waka. E4 is going to get himself into some deep doo-doo here. I might too, though. Definitely playing it a little bit more open. Might be able to hit him there. It's just lost the tank. I have a very strong feeling that if I... Dude, you need to stop complaining, Artie. Like, yelling... Just yelling at people is distracting. Honestly, it makes people not want to listen to you. Yeah, here comes their push. I can't help them now. I'm too far back. But like, even if you're kind of right, still yelling at people is not going to accomplish anything. Fat chance of me actually killing him. I'm dead. Yep, I'm definitely dead. But honestly, wherever this GW is, I'm pretty sure it's this guy. He's been literally yelling at our team for the past like 4 minutes. It's really distracting. So he's on my blacklist. I hate people that do that. Alright, IS4 request, I can add that on. Aces. Thanks for tipping Levi again. Alright. I'm gonna do my best to get to all these requests too. Hopefully I have time. I have about 40 minutes left. I'm gonna try to get to as many as I can. Just let me do another giveaway. Right, it's opening it up here. T57 heavy. Sure, I can add it on the end. Honestly, at this point, I don't think these requests, it's starting to get unlikely I can do them. But like usual, please just use the tank request list. It makes it a little bit easier if because I can just skim past anything that I see an exclamation point with request. It makes it a little easier for me to keep up with messages if that's how you request tanks. Alright, lovely Erlingberg again. I think Wargaming has this in the matchmaking queue to where you get it quite a bit. So hopefully people learn how to play it. But hasn't happened yet. I'm gonna say, I'm bottom tier, so what is my team doing? Alright, they're gonna push that side. I guess I'm gonna head over there because I don't even know what they're doing, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna head on that flank. What the hell? The flag is over there, so... Come on, dog. Which, hey, great. He just drowned himself. Oh, he fell off the bridge. Or something. I swear. Levi, are you really 12 years old? You don't know how to chew a dog treat? God damn it. And of course, yeah. I'm gonna have to do a do-over with this tank most likely because I'm probably gonna die. Or, no, I'm still kicking. That bat did spot me, obviously, early, but I was too busy making sure Levi's like not back there gasping for air. Yep. That doesn't show up in win rate 8. Alright, can somebody else please hit him? Like, I can kill him, but it's gonna take me a while in this little thing. But it's all good. I'm still alive, so this will still be a good battle. And then I get Artie. I jinx myself. Like, really, Artie? You're still aiming at me there. That's the first time I died from Artie all night. And for anyone who hasn't caught my stream before, yeah. Yeah. Well, I did 743 damage. Alright, so on to the Borsig. Sorry for whoever requested the Jackson there. At least you got me, or you didn't get me, but you got to see me die by Artie. First time tonight. Alright, so RHM Borsig. Yep. I jinxed myself though so bad there. I shouldn't have said that. I knew exactly where I wanted to go and I was going to be able to get good damage, but no. The Artie. I don't think I died from Artie earlier. Usually you guys would remind me, so I put this on, but I could be wrong. I've definitely been hit by Artie quite a bit tonight, but yeah. Really what I should have done there was just stay put for about 3 seconds longer, just because it probably saw me moving and then took the shot as I was getting unspotted. I really don't want to do that to Levi. Grant, we do brush his teeth every night, so Levi is probably one of the few dogs where you never have bad dog breath. We gotta preserve what little teeth he has left from when we rescued him. Actually, take a slight risk here and hope I can get a shot. They're not gonna... Thought they might push another tank, but no. We got back where I should have shot him. Oh, is that leopard prototype gonna inch up? Do it. Do it. Don't do it, M103 though. I'm not gonna get a shot. Alright, so team's got the hill. Kinda has the town. I'd say if the T-44, if I thought he was going to go to the 1-2 line, I would probably go 3 line. Even in this tank, I would do it. We have way too many people camping the base to where I'm not going to sit back there. I might get a shot or two, but, you know, we're just going to lose... Honestly, we're going to lose the hill and the other flanks if we don't have any tanks up here. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the bits. It's like we're starting to lose tanks already. It's just, I don't know why they're trying to ram it right down the center still. Like, I would have been able to hit that tiger. Got a turtle up and things happen here. Fortis, why are you going forward? Probably gonna get smacked for going here, but trying to save our tortoise here. Usually when I get in trouble is when I try to save a tank that might not really be where he should. A good shot there. Unfortunately, they're just barely outside of where I can hit, given the height of this tank and the height of like the T-95. Sorry, T-29. I'm gonna try to help, but he got past where I can actually hit him here. Crap, he's into where that pillar is. Leopard, I'm gonna take, unfortunately, the T95 right now. That shot is just not gonna happen. Miss that. I'm gonna hope he pushes there, but he looks like he's gonna come back my way. Good night, Labobo. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day tomorrow. Alright team, what are we doing? Our TDs are finally gonna make a push. Oh god. Oh lord. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out too well here. The only hope I have is if he... I'm gonna give him a second. Probably gonna... yeah, I'm gonna die from this way. This Borsig hits me. Leopard got me. Oh well. It's just... We lost some tanks that we got to center early, but if you look at their team, pretty much the same matchup as we do, or we have. Lots of TDs and stuff. Most of their tanks outside of like one here and a couple over here, they were all in this little bubble, like with a couple a little bit pushed up. They kept poking out and pushing, and they were just getting blasted. And, you know, we're lucky that we're tied right now. I hope that they can win. You know, if they can take out specifically the Leopard and a couple of these guys before the T95 gets back, they have a chance. But, you know, it's unfortunate. Alright, so let me, congrats. Dan, you won again. Congrats on winning another raffle here. It's your lucky night. Do that. Gotta update. Easy. Update the tip goal here. Alrighty. Then next up, I've got the T67. Again, I'm gonna do my best to get through as many of these as possible, but I know I can't go much past what my stream end is at 10. You know, a darn thing called work. Yeah, as far as my raffles, you know, I don't make it so you can't win them twice. Or usually, you know, if like if there's one at the end and stuff and someone wins twice, I basically pick a second winner too. Congrats though. Should I put a boost on and play John? Sounds good to me. Why not? Yeah, you know, as far as Levi, I will say, like, we did rescue him. It was from a family member though. Like, he was bad. Like, there's some pictures we have of him to where, like, I would say 70% of his body was just all scab of him just chewing himself basically to death because he's allergic to, like, we got him allergy test at like 28 or something things, and they were feeding him a lot of the stuff he was allergic to, and even though we were trying to tell him, like, hey, like, we would even buy dog food for him and they would just switch it. Didn't ever, you know, put stuff on him for fleas and stuff. He's allergic to fleas and ticks. Yeah. So we just kind of scooped him up one day and never gave him back. Probably should have done it earlier though. Why is it whenever I'm in a T-67, people don't just like sit right in front of you and let you shoot them? Oh, Lord. Nope. Are right on the money with preventing me from hitting them anywhere. I missed a few shots because honestly I forgot the shell velocity is a little bit low. Unless you know you're one of those people that literally just shoot APCR. I'm honestly gonna die here too if I can't get back in time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, you got a lot more HP than I do. We both do not want to fight this guy, but I literally can't get hit. Crap. Yep, we are a little screwed here, and for whatever reason my ping is everywhere. Why is my ping going up over 100 milliseconds? This is strange. Come on, RD, be my savior. Honestly, I don't even know how the stream looks. I'm not dropping frames, but man, my ping is just terrible to the tank server. And yeah, I stupidly just went out in front of an E8. Oh well. Unfortunately, yeah. That's weird. Yeah, it's millisecond. Thought I was talking about a baby. No babies here yet. It shouldn't be on the Latin American server, but man, like, I don't know what's up. It's been fine all night. There we go. Like, at 53, like, I shouldn't be on the Latin American server, but sorry for whoever requested that. I don't know what it is about me and streaming to where when I get stuff like Scorpion G, like earlier, T67, I always get put on a city map. Not that that's any excuse, like, I could have done better there, but it's just, there's some like bad juju with me and like lightly armored TDs. Thank you, thank you very much, Hagler. Ryan's actually, she went to bed, I would say about 6 minutes ago. Usually it's 9:30 on the dot. That's typically when I go to bed too, if I'm not streaming. Levi, not so much. Sometimes he kind of stays up a bit later. Prowls the house. But yeah, like my ping's high here again. It's just, it's strange. Like, I don't mind it, like it dropped down, but it was basically packet loss left and right there. About 9:30 p.m. My stream time at the top left here, my nightly streams end at 10 p.m. Everything's in Eastern Standard Time. I could use like something generic as far as the time zone, but a little easier on my end to keep myself on track by using the one that I use. I-07, nope. Not going to be able to pen him. I don't think you want to be up there, 62A. That's a pretty big difference there. Well, thanks for watching, even though time's pretty far off between us. A lot of people can get in trouble here by... I'm going to take one more shot and hope I don't get in trouble. basically you don't see anything when you first pop up here, but you can get spotted. I don't have Sixth Sense on this, so I was just using what I typically fail to recognize when I pop up there. Like, you won't spot just what is right in front of you here, but you'll get spotted from back there. Thank you, Cougar, for the follow. Yeah, I'm still getting the hang of my early shifts here. He's gonna inch up. Yeah. Gonna be tough for me to deal with the 907. Leopard prototype those, overextending. You probably heard me say that. This ISU is still alive though, which is a big problem. Not that there couldn't be anything else there, but alright. My team, there we go. We spotted him. Let's see if I can get him. No need. Usually I would not recommend using all 3 shots, but I knew I was going to shoot and then run. Typically you should use the Italian tank as a single shotgun. Don't know why our VK gets pushed like that. That's weird. They're gonna push hard here. I was gonna say you may want to run, dude, but our team's only up by 1. Hello, Mojo. Nice to see you. I know, I got killed by Artie. Honestly, I probably should have taken it off by now, but kind of forgot to. Chieftain T95, you don't see too many of those rolling around. That's what I shouldn't have shot that last shot. Honestly, the projector is going to be a pretty awesome tank, but you gotta keep yourself to where you can't use all 3 shots like I keep doing. We're up by 4. I'm waiting for someone to kind of signal that we're gonna push, just because there's still tanks up there. That little perch. Oh, and there's a 907 in front of me. Let me use my last shot again, because I knew I could pen him, but I wanted to track him. It's just every time I shoot, I'm always expecting just to use 1 shot, so you keep your DPM, you know, pretty high. It's up there with tier 8 mediums. It's not like it's gimped. But if it makes sense to shoot 2, then you shoot 2. But rarely do you want to shoot all 3, but, you know, I've had some time in between my shots here to where I just, you know, I went with it. Like, I'll probably use all my shots here until I kill this leopard. Yeah, of course. Hit the brakes here, but... Really? See you, Jackie. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Llama, I'll add the Luva request on. I'm not sure if I can get to it, unfortunately. You know, I can't go too much past my end stream time to where I'm not sure if I can get to all the requests here already. But sorry if I don't get to your requests tonight, guys. Yeah, I always try my best to get to them all. I just, yeah, I can't push myself too much past 10 or else, you know, it kind of, you don't want to be drowsy while you're working with a bunch of knives and hot stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna do one last raffle as well. Let's reset this. Okie dokie. So RU251, Pretty nice battle here. Top 3 damage, second as far as experience. Pretty good amount of credits to boot. Oh yay. I'm underneath, or I'm in a building. That's strange. Alright, so RU-251. Pop into that guy. And I got a STA-1. Let's take this off too. It's almost like punishment because this helmet is not, it's real metal. It is not light. It's all good, Brandel. As far as the grinds, like if I have time, I'll probably take this one grind request out. Not, you know, I appreciate the grind request because it helps me, you know, get new tanks a little faster, just so I can get to some, because I've pretty much hit all my grinds tonight. At least tried to get a double. I think the only tank I didn't, nah, I got to all of them, I think. I don't know if I won them all, but alright, so I'm gonna try to do a quick little spot here. Don't know, I'm probably not gonna try to get up in a bush. It's a little bit too risky. There's 3 lights. Right. Really spot much, unfortunately. Why aren't you shooting him? Looked like he was gonna shoot him. Hit on the T-49. Here we go. Hello, Tunster. Nice to see you. I usually don't mind going to the hill either, but I'm not going to go up there with this one tank, and they don't have anything. Really, I only go to the hill to shoot tanks that are in the center, in the 6 line. Seems like both teams are set up the same now. Spot there. Just gonna spot a couple little tweak or RU is definitely a zippy tank. I'm still just using the HE shell. They're really good on this. Where I haven't really encountered anything that would require me to use something different. I'm gonna hit the tank that I can see. Pop up again. I could have shot in that, you know, Scorpion and tried to get him out, but oh, stop shooting me, M41. Now we have a problem of we don't have a tank up here. They ran away. Alright, come on. Come on. Oops, spot it. I want to take a pot shot at the Scorpion G though. I'm almost confident that I can hit him. I said almost. Great, lots of tanks over there. Gonna shoot, shoot. Thank you. Got better shots this way. More important shots, I should say. Credit him. Hopefully we can make the best of that. P92, you should be aiming where they're spotting. The hill's the hill, but you know, it's super important right now. I don't think they're gonna push over it. Honestly, I wish we had our lower tier light here. Take that, Jacob. I love when I can guess like that. Sometimes I surprise myself. Alright. CDC. Never hurts. Like, I don't have a ton of shells left, but, oh god, yeah. Alright, the Luva's going up there, and he's gonna spot. Goner, he's a goner, awesome. Might regret this. I don't think you can make the Tog go too much faster because of that low top speed. Or if I would push across there, but he's still alive. Ah, crap. Didn't pin him. Yeah, I think it would be a good April Fool's joke. Or even the T95. I don't think they'll ever do something like in random battles though. That would... Too many people would get pissed off about their precious win rate 8. Would like threaten to burn down Wargaming HQ. Alright. Need a few TDs or the mediums back there to kind of buck up a little bit. I'm just gonna go for it though. We're up by 5. What the hell? Haven't been spotted yet though. Come on guys, it's Christmas. Not for him now. I got their attention. See, RU, honestly, once I finished the grind on this, I started enjoying it much more, but as I was grinding it, I wasn't really doing too well in it. I might as well just go for it. Ooh, 2,600 damage, 5 kills, and 4,200 assists. Thank you for whoever requested this. This is a pretty fun battle. Alright. I'm surprised I didn't die like 3-4 times there, but got a mastery badge first class. I wasn't spotting a lot of my damage, which is why, you know, the XP total 1100 is a little lower. When I was actually dealing the damage, I would say a little more than half of that was somebody else spotting it. Anyway though, pretty good match. Can't complain. That was a really fun one. Just kind of popping out and taking little spots. Right, so STA1 up here. I'm actually gonna save that there. RU251. Alright, so I did say I'm gonna try to get to at least the IS4 here, which congrats Dana for winning the last raffle here. Or I'm just gonna, since I did quite a few grinds, I'm just gonna pop past that one grind request. Congrats Tunster for the 3 mark. Well, I have a credit booster running. I'm trying to save up since, you know, I still have quite a few tanks to get. Alright, so I want to go. Try out here. Alright, so I might have one battle after this unless this lasts really long. And then my next stream, getting a little bit of lag here. My next stream is going to be coming up Wednesday morning. God, nobody's heading out here. Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. start time, running till about noon. And then I'm most likely going to try to stream Wednesday night as well. But if not, Thursday is my next night stream. Me and a T-54. A little scared. Just kind of waiting to see. There's a lot of enemies still missing. Ugh, starting to get a little tired here. Couldn't have somebody crushed something there. Couldn't tell from that last battle. I think since he saw a T-54, he's gonna panic, fake, and give me a shot. Lost our 3 tanks there pretty quick. Crap. Not want to get hit by him, but I was just a second too long out there. Fortunately, this tank, not a very good tank to be like brawling in or playing close up like this, but you gotta do what you gotta do on Ensk. It's just my team is not doing us any favors. Fortunately, this was kind of the same fate as what I did in the Scorpion G on this match too, is just kind of at the mercy of how well your team's playing as a whole. And come on, dude. Ooh, why are you pushing out? Really? No pen? Yeah. I'm gonna take my last shot. The T-71DA, unless he keeps bouncing, able to shred me. Oh well. 1700 damage, but we literally did not kill one tank. It's the first time in quite some time that I've been shut out. Shame. I was trying my best there, but oh my god. Sometimes, yeah, there's just no hope. Yeah. Alright, so I got one last battle, IS4, and I'm gonna call it a night here. But yeah, I am kind of scared to look at the screen here, but I'm gonna guess that I came in second as far as damage on my team. Nope, I came in first. Oh my god. All right, so I can't blame myself there. Yeah. You can't win them all. All right, moving on. IS4, and that's gonna be it. Which, thank you very much, guys. You know, for the new followers, the subs, the tips, the bits, everything tonight. It's been a very fun stream. But yeah, we got clobbered there. I wouldn't necessarily say that, nerd. It's like, as far as the last update, like changing maps, honestly, most maps are really similar. Like some, you know, got tweaked significantly, some got tweaked a little bit, but you know, it's not like they changed anything that significantly, like from a gameplay perspective outside of the maps that, you know, punishes aggressive players. As far as like, you know, it rewards camping, I don't buy that. Honestly though, I would say the 75% of the stuff you read, people talking on forums and stuff, is, you know, it's definitely not always true. Well, I've seen that too. Bushes are a bit better. So what they did was, there used to be a lot of different variables on like how well a bush basically concealed your tank, where they kind of just evened it out in a way to where there's less like, you know, this little twiggy bush gives you this much and this full bush gives you, you know, say twice that, but this bush over here only gives you a little bit even though it looks gigantic. So, you know, really like tomato, like sometimes it'll be that way, sometimes it won't. You know, basically it's up for discussion, but there's so many different tanks, maps, tactics, you know, different skill levels of players in battles. Like someone could be having the game of their career, some could just be like, you know, disconnecting and screaming at Comcast, to where I should have taken a shot earlier. You know, it's just, like, some people look, I think, a little bit too much into stuff. I'll just leave it at that. Where at the end of the day, like, even like the map strategies and stuff I make, you always have to basically take everything with a grain of salt, and, you know, depending on the specific situation, kind of see how everything's gonna fit and, you know, puzzle pieces together there. Last time I was here, I got ammo racked in a Badger. Hopefully that's not going to happen. Fortunately, I don't have a ton of gun depression here. Really? Loaded up HE for all that and it missed. Yeah, and now I hit him in the space armor. Alright, we can hit these guys in the center. Why aren't they hitting them? Went low. Alright. Oh, E3. Whoa, you're gonna die, dude. Be really, really careful. It's a little bit too close to the center of the map. His problem right now. IS-7 is... Punish him. I don't really want to push here, but I guess the deed needs to be done. Ah, crap, there's another E4. Not what I wanted to see. Came up here a little bit earlier, I would say, though. Come on. I don't have any HE left. I'm running, kicking myself. But man, if I had HE, he'd be a goner. Ah, that guy knows how to cover his cupola. That is not good for me. Taking a play out of my playbook there. He's got HE. I wish I had some. The IS-4 is a little bit weak right now. Like I enjoy playing it. It's kind of a straightforward tank to play, but it's definitely at a bit of a disadvantage. That E100's only shooting HE too. And I'm probably gonna push into him here and he's gonna have a heat shell. Oh god, no, I'm on a rock. Not good, not good. I'm dead. Or I should die. He always got his HE. Can't you shoot the badger? At least my other side did well. So my last battle at least is going to be a W. A little bit of heat won't ever hurt. Granted, that's all I'm shooting because there's a lot of tanks I can't pen with AP pretty well here. And it's my last fight. Give me a little slack. I'm exhausted here. Guess I'm just gonna whoopsie doodle. Hey, maybe Michael Bay is playing that E100. Oopsie daisy. Well, there's my mistake. 3k damage though, 3,300 assists, not too bad. But definitely gonna be my last one for tonight though, guys. Yeah, thank you very much everyone again. It was a very fun stream. Had some pretty, we had a few funny moments. Make sure, if you clipped out anything, feel free to post it on Discord, in the section. Yeah, thanks again everyone for tuning in. Anyway, I need to go get some sleep since I gotta go to work in, what is it? I gotta be there in 7 hours, I think. Yeah, I gotta go to work in 7 hours. Gotta be up in 6 though. But yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. It was a fun one. Let's see here. Seeing if there's anybody I want to host here. I always forget this at the end. I think I'm gonna host, it's usually who I host, True Voodoo. His streams usually pretty fun to watch, but top 3 damage here. Yeah, lost some credits though. But thanks again guys for everything tonight. It was a very fun night. I can actually spell this right. But anyway, I'll see you guys around. Thank you very much guys for everything tonight. It was a fun one. See ya.